Good morning, all my dear students. Welcome to the second lecture, second session of your subject computer. I have already started and introduced OpenOffice Calc, chapter number 2 from your course curriculum. This is one of the best used, one of the widely used application program, comes under OpenOffice Suite. In your earlier classes, you have already seen, you have already gone through OpenOffice Writer, which is word processing software, OpenOffice Impress, which is presentation software, and now this time you will be studying OpenOffice Calc, which is also called as spreadsheet or worksheet software. In my last lecture, I have already described various Windows components. Let me quickly recapitulate some of the important points and then we will study the next part. Okay. Now, uh, let me show you the document. See here, we have seen the introduction of the spreadsheet type of software. We have seen its Windows components, interface components on the screen. We have seen the first one, that is title bar. Then we have seen menu bar, different type of toolbars. Then we have seen formula bar. It is consisting of name box. It is consisting of input line. Okay. So here I want to focus on two very important factors. Two very important things are there. Like one is column and second one is row, and the cross intersection of column and row is called as cell. Columns are arranged vertically and these are identified by the names or the characters like A, B, C, D, and rows are arranged horizontally. They are having unique numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Okay, so let me start our actual practical things. I want to show you all these things practically. So let me start OpenOffice. This is OpenOffice spreadsheet. I'm going to click and this is the OpenOffice window which is appeared in front of your display. Now see, this is the name box. As you know, currently selected cell, the address is shown. I already told you that the cell is having or referred as uniquely addressed as its column number, column name followed by row number. So like this is D6, column name is D and row number is 6. So this is the currently selected cell is D6. Okay. This is A1 which I have now selected, which is called as home cell. Home cell is the very first cell. The shortcut key, keyboard shortcut key used to go directly to the home cell is Control plus home. Control plus home. So you must take into consideration of this also. This is A, B, C, D. Right now I have selected D. I am now going to press rightmost arrow key to visit each and every column. So A to Z I have shown you, then AA, AB, AC, AD, AE up to AZ I can show you, then BA, BB. It will continue till the last column. I want to click one shortcut key, Control plus rightmost arrow key. It will reach to directly, it will reach to the last column available in this particular sheet, which is AMG. You can count it later on at home. Okay, this is, you can say, assignment I have given to you. Just count and tell me the total number of columns available. So I'm going to again press Control Home keyboard shortcut key to reach to the home cell. Now I will show you row number 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that, Control plus downmost or down arrow key will transfer my control to the last row, that is 10,48,576th row. Okay, again Control Home. See how vast numbers of large numbers of rows and columns are there on a single worksheet. This is a single worksheet. Likewise, we can have several worksheets in a single workbook. Okay, so let us begin with the description of cell now. So this is the cell Now, there are three types of data you can enter into the cell. Number one, text data. Text data means a single letter, a single character like ABCD you can enter, or string. String means combination of character. Like suppose I want to enter PODAR. This particular word is called a string. Or I want to write down PODAR space Podar space international school. So this is also called as a string. Okay, it is a combination of letters as well as space key also. Now, number one, you can enter text data. Number two, you can enter number data, and number three, you can enter formula or function into the cell. Okay, so all these three types of data you can enter into the cell. So let me start with the first letter PODAR. First word I have entered into cell. The address of this cell is, see here in the name box, B3. Good. Then uh, when you enter any text, by default it is aligned left. When you enter any number, suppose 89, it is aligned right by default. Okay, we will see the entry of the formula later on. First we will see how we can enter the text and number into the cell and how we can proceed for its formatting. Now see here, uh, again I want to show you something very interesting. I will write down PODAR, Podar space international. Then I will write down school and I will press the enter key. Okay, so this entire text is not accommodatable into that particular single cell. So what you can do is you can increase the width of a column. See, since it is not accommodated into the column, so you can increase the width like this. Suppose I'm going to point the border of column B. See mouse pointer, how it changes. Look at the mouse pointer very carefully. It changes into double headed structure like this. Okay, so you can drag and drop the border, or you can simply here double click and double click on it. Automatically it will, the width of the column will get increased. So what you can do is you can either increase the width of the column or you can increase the height of the row. Now this is one thing. Second thing I want to show you, the same, I will simply copy the content of the cell and simply I will paste the content of the cell. You can copy the content, paste, you can cut the content and paste. Okay, similarly you can perform these minor formatting activities like bold, making bold the content of the cell, making italic, underline. Simply you can increase the font size, you can decrease the font size, you can change the font name, font style. Okay, so these things you can do. We will see as we will see in the formatting techniques. Now I want to show you a very special type of feature of this particular cell, which is called as word wrap or simply wrap text. I'm going to select this. Okay, now I'm going to press right key of the mouse. The menu will come here. From there I will select format cell, and from the format cell, see the dialog box will arrive in the display in front of you. See, this particular dialog box is having 7 different tabs, like this number tab, this is font tab, this is font effect tab, alignment tab, borders tab, background tab, and cell protection tab. Dear students, please, I want to suggest you on this particular moment, try to practice on these tabs. Okay, just go through it, try to go for every option and see what the changes are there regarding to the formatting. Okay, please, my sincere request to you is not to go for this cell protection. Okay, we will see it later on. Now I'm going for alignment tab. I'm directly clicking on the alignment tab. Here see properties wrap text automatically. I will tick it, I will make it enable by simply clicking into that square box. So a tick will appear and I will click on OK and see within the available cell width, column width, the text get accommodated. But what happened? It increased the height of the row automatically. So this thing also you can do. Okay, this thing also you can do. Means in order to accommodate your data, either you can increase the width of the column or you can increase the height of the row. You can increase the height of the row. So this thing you can do. Now let me show you a few more things. At present I have selected B12. See here B12. Current selection is shown in the name box. The cell address, cell reference is shown in the name box. I can select a single cell or I can select the multiple cell, adjacent cell like this. I can go for horizontal way. At present 4 adjacent cell I have selected. When I select multiple cell, more than one cell, it is called as range. At present, this particular range is consisting of 4 cells, and see in the name box, the range is denoted by first cell followed by colon and the last cell. Means it is shown that the range is having the cells from B12 to E12. B12 to E12. 4 cells are selected. Okay. So selection of single cell and selection of multiple cell. Even see, I am selecting the horizontal cells and also I am going, see vertically also I am going. Now see the selection. It is showing B12 to F15. B12 to F15. Now just have a close look at this properties box. Okay, see you can go for here cell border, change the border of the cell. Okay, so border will get applied. Now change the line thickness, line style. So I want, suppose this, you can select line style. Again, if you want to change the color of the line, you can say select any particular color. Okay, so this color is get selected. You can select red color also from here, red color or whatever the color you can select here. So you can change the appearance of the cell area. See, this is the cell area. I have applied the border, I have applied the line style, similarly line color. Okay, so you can go for this. Similarly, once I have shown you how to enter the text, now how to enter the number. Suppose I have entered 78. This is the number I have entered. Again, I will re-enter it. By default, it is aligned to the right side. Then I will go for number format. Look at me. Look at the mouse pointer. Okay. Otherwise, go here, select the cell, press the right button of the mouse. It will show you one menu. From there, go to the format cell option and go to the first tab, numbers tab. You can select any percent. There are many categories of the numbers. Currency, select this currency. It is showing dollar sign, suppose. Okay, so I will press OK. Now see, dollar 89.00 means after decimal point 2 zeros are there. Still I can increase the zeros. Here also there is one provision on the formatting toolbar. Delete decimal places, increase number, or add decimal places. You can add like this or you can decrease like this. Again, simply I will write down here one more number, 56, suppose, and I enter. Now I want this particular number 56 as same as this particular number. Means I want to copy this format to this 56. So I will go for one shortcut key, Control Shift 4. 4 means digit 4. Okay, see, using this shortcut key, the format will get copied over here. Okay, my dear students, there are many formatting techniques we can use when we enter text data or when we enter numbered data, means numeric data, or when we enter formula. There are many formatting techniques. We will slowly learn one by one. Right now, I'm going to wind up this class, and definitely I will continue the rest of the formatting technique in my next session. Please follow the VST plan, read all the resources, go through all the videos, stay at home, keep fit yourself, and all the best. Thank you very much.